Alright, this is going to be a, response to the Game Sellers, well, that's the channel that, the name of the video series on the channel. I don't remember the exact name of the channel, but, the name of the series that is up on YouTube, where these two gentlemen, one films, the other one does the selling of the games. Well, occasionally the seller's girlfriend also helps out, and of course the camera guy helps out as well. It's a series about these people selling games at a flea market booth in Florida. I don't remember exactly which one. I think it was the Wagon Wheel Flea Market, if I remember correctly. Definitely cool little series. It shows you the insight on what these guys do. They go out for look for games, or sometimes games come to them, or they buy games off of the interwebs or whatever, like lots of stuff. And it's a really cool series. It's only a few episodes right now, but they're filming more, they're doing more for the series. Excuse me. There we go. So definitely check them out. They've subbed to me as well, which is nice. Now, this is a response. For those that don't know, this is pretty much how I do my commentaries. This is used in Camtasia. This is Camtasia Studio 6. I haven't bothered to upgrade. As you can see, this is my YouTube page. This is my latest video, a FIFA video. I play video games, as most of you could probably guess. I play video games, collect sports cards, things like that. And the video game sellers have actually inspired me to, whenever I get my money stuff sorted, to go out and go to flea markets and purchase games. It'd be interesting to try at least, and I'm looking forward to it. I've got a few flea markets around here in North Carolina. Don't exactly know where they are, but there's a few of them. But anyways, this is a response video to Scott's video about his opinion on resellers. And here's my stand on it. The short, simple version of it is, if you don't like what someone charges for a game, the simple thing to do is, instead of bitching about it, don't buy from them. I mean, it's one thing if every single reseller was completely evil and completely, unkosher in what they do, but the fact is, these people are just trying to earn a living. I mean, these people are trying to make a living out of selling video games. And, you could say, oh, these people can't, sell. I mean, these resellers at flea markets are bad or whatever. But then again, that's what a game store does usually. That's what a GameStop usually, they go, their prices, they take trades in all the time, where it's like they sell the game for like twice what you traded the game in for, and they don't even get, they give you like half of what the game cost you brand new, and then put it on the shelf for $15 at $4.99 if it's a new game. That's the one thing I don't like about GameStop, but if it's decent deals, I'll take it, as long as the games are in decent condition, and as long as it's not outrageously overpriced, and if I'm there, I might as well get it. But anyway, resellers are going to be, resellers are just a thing in this community. It's the way it is. You can't avoid it. Game stores take trades in and they resell the games. So I guess, and what if you have games that you bought way back when for a certain price, and now you're wanting to sell them off? You've become a reseller. There's this gray area. There's a huge gray area, a huge area for debate, and really, I see no problem with it. It's one thing if all resellers were complete and utter dicks to you, and complete and utter assholes, but the simple fact of the matter is, most people are just trying to make a living out of it. Yeah, there's the occasional bad apple here and there, and occasionally you'll find someone that's overcharging, but the thing is, you just don't buy from them. if you don't like the prices, just don't buy from them. I mean, I understand, you know, you could have. I mean, I understand there's people that go out early morning in a flea market, buy up all the good games, and then like buy up all the deals from the small vendors and then resell them. But you know, there's still people that are gonna give you a good deal. There's still people that they buy these games for whatever, and they're just trying to, they sell them on, but they're still selling it to you for, you know, a good price. I mean, yes, there's people that sell it for basically what it goes for online, but still, it's not like they're selling you a $20 game for like $50. That's not how most, if not all, resellers operate. They just sell the games for a fair price, what they think is fair and what you think is fair. And if you go to a flea market, or if you go to, you know, I mean, typically if you go to a flea market or a pawn shop or whatever, there's room to negotiate. If you go to a flea market and you see some guy is selling a game for $10, and you think, I might be willing to pay that, but let's see if I can get it a little bit lower. Most of the time, they'll negotiate with you. Usually, prices, as long as you're reasonable with your counter offers, are negotiable. You know, if you have something that's like $20 and you say, "Oh, I'll give you $5 for it," don't be surprised if the guy or the person running the booth says, "No, I'm not selling you the game. Get out of here." You know, if you're reasonable with your expectations for prices, then they're reasonable with their prices. Or they'll be kind enough to say, I mean, if they're not willing to budge on it, say, you know, "I'm sorry, but I can't budge on the price." Or they could be like, "Okay, I'll give, you know, you offer this for this game. How about this?" And you eventually work to a deal. That's pretty much how it works now. I mean, like I said, there's the occasional bad apple that gets pissed off whenever you offer anything, like when you don't pay, you know, basically retail for the game, or when you basically, or when they're overcharging. They overcharge and they're willing to move on their prices. That's one thing. But most of these people are just trying to make a living, and really, I mean, let's be honest, if you go to a flea market, generally you're going to be spending less on the game anyway. Because, yeah, even from a reseller, because of the fact that if you go online, let's say you go to eBay. You go to eBay, not only you're going to be paying maybe probably just as much, if not more, for the game, you're also going to factor in shipping. You know, people are, I mean, some people do offer free shipping, and, you know, those people are good people, you know, good people to have, you know, to lessen shipping costs. Granted, it might be a little bit more expensive to pay for the actual item, but at least it's free shipping, and you don't have to factor in anything else. But most of the time, when it comes to a game, you're going to be paying extra shipping on top of the purchase. So not only, let's say a game retails for like $35 or whatever, and you have, like, you go to a flea market and you see some guy trying to sell it for $35, and it's about that much. Well, you go online, you're probably going to be paying just as much for it, if not more. Not only that, but you got to factor in shipping. So let's say $5 shipping. Suddenly your $35 game has become a $40 game. And factoring in shipping. I know that may be a bad example, but I mean, these people are not trying to screw you over. They're just trying to make a living out of it. Again, if someone overcharges, the simple thing to do is just not buy from them. Word will get out that this store, this booth at this flea market, or this particular person is overcharging for their stuff, and they'll end up closing shop, or they won't show up at that flea market anymore, or, you know, they'll close their online store, whatever. So, that's just my take. I know it was a little bit long-winded, but, you know, I sometimes have to say things in a long fashion to get my thoughts out there, and, you know, I do appreciate any feedback. I do appreciate feedback, however, I don't appreciate if personal insults are getting thrown into the mix. I'm not expecting that, but, you know, occasionally you do see that, and, you know, that's not the kind of thing I tolerate. So, once again, thank you to the Resellers for putting out their series, and I can't wait to watch the next episode. So that's it. Later.